Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Lisa. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show. Where we're having confessions and conversations about your everyday life. My name is Yamitra Jojo Waddell, the only Live Past Crazy specialist. So what better place to be than here with me? Hope we're ready to get this day started this morning. Let's see if we can get it over here. There we go. How are y'all doing with this time change? Like, it's bothering me. Like, it didn't used to bother me, but the older I get, the more it does. So it has been a rough. You know what? No, it hasn't been. It's just been an adjustment. That's all. It's just been an adjustment. So good morning. Please, let's do the quick introduction and then we'll get started. Please make sure you share the show because sharing is caring. If your friends and family don't have Facebook, send them out to the YouTube channel. They can binge watch all the Fearless Morning shows over there. Yeah, Lisa, it has got me. I have to say, I was a little sleepy the past 2 mornings. If your friends and family don't have Facebook, there's the YouTube channel. If they don't do that, don't forget we have the podcast. If they don't do that, everywhere podcasts are found. If they don't do that, we do have all the books that they're free to read. If they don't do that, we have the movie they can watch. If they don't do that, tell them I said Grand Rising. Yes, it's going a lot. It is going a lot faster. So good morning. Good morning, Joshua. Good morning. So I hope you guys enjoyed the show yesterday, and I hope you're ready to get started for this morning. So let's go right into the quote of the day. If we remain silent in the face of oppression and injustice, we run the risk that it will one day overtake us. And that's in the book Lioness Arising. I love that book. If we remain silent in the face of oppression and injustice, we run the risk that it will one day overtake us. And I think that is so true. If you assume that your voice has no weight, if you assume that you have nothing valuable to say or nothing to contribute to this world, or that you cannot stand up for the injustices or the oppressions of this world, then it will overtake you. And we all have a responsibility for our voice and our words to say something. However, you make that voice known is up to you. So if you make it known by breaking barriers in your business, if you make it known by breaking the ceiling at your work or in your community, however you make it known, that's the important thing. That someone knows that you used your voice, and that you know that you used your voice, more importantly. So the thought of the day is, I told you so. At first I was going to say, I try to come up with, and I don't try to come up with, sometimes these catchy phrases just pop up in my head as I'm thinking. And it was going to be, who's drive? Do you have license to drive? Because that's what I was thinking, because, in this world, you are in the driver's seat, and do you have the license to drive? But I felt like I told you so. It's just so much. It describes what I want to say so much better. And again, these are things that I have learned and want to share with you. So, and I told you so. Let's talk about that. Often, and I want us to think about this with an open mind. When I say I told you so, I want us to think about in terms of what other people have told us to do. And if you're in my age group, or shoot, some maybe, I don't know, my age group and older, good morning, mama. Your mama said, do it because I told you so. Right? Or do as I say, not as I do. Or even you, when you're talking to people and your kids and they do something and you say, I told you so. I told you not to go. Didn't I tell you not to go do that? I told you so. So I want to talk about I told you so, and as it relates to our lives. And we will square this up. This will be a square up exercise. So we are so used to somebody telling us what to do that it is often extremely difficult for us to figure it out for ourselves. And you can say, but JoJo, I'm grown. Ain't nobody telling me nothing. Who picked your religion for you? Who told you that education was the most valuable thing and to go to that school? Who told you to listen to that music? Who told you to wear those clothes? Who said this was in fashion? Who said that this was the trendy car? Who said this was the nice neighborhood to live in? Who told you those things? Somebody told you so. Somebody told you this was the salary that you could make. Somebody told you this is the job title you could have. Somebody told you this is how much you can make. This is where you can live. This is what you can do. Somebody told you this, if this happens, you need to stay married. And if this happens, you just need to do this. Who told you that? And we are so used to somebody telling us things in life that it is extremely difficult to figure it out for ourselves. Think about it in the bare basics of things, in the simplest of things. Who told you to eat that for breakfast? Who told you dinner was at 4? Who told you to go to bed at this time? And so as you begin a journey, whatever journey it is, or whatever it is that you're trying to figure out, sometimes it becomes extremely difficult to stick to that thing because so many people have told you what to do, and it's ingrained in us. Listen, did I share this with you? I was listening to a podcast, and it's Lewis Howes, and I think I may have shared this already. Anyway, in the conversation, he said that growing up, his father would not allow them. They could watch TV. I think he grew up in Canada, but they were not allowed to watch commercials. His father would either mute the TV or send them out the room or turn it off until the commercial was off. He said, because, and this goes what I told you so, if you watch American TV, his father said, that all the commercials tell you what is wrong with you. And it embeds in you a thought and an idea so that when that sickness hits you or when that illness hits you, you will know what medicine to grab. So think about it this morning. How many commercials did you, especially overnight when there's nothing on, how many infomercials do you see about back pain with old people, middle-aged people? Think about it during the day. How many times do you see the commercial for people with heart attacks? Do you have a thyroid problem? Do you have heart problems? Perhaps you have asthma. Do you have eczema? And they are making you think that you are sick and then suggesting a drug for you to take when the illness comes because the mind accepts what it hears. So you're being told that you're going to be sick. And when you are sick, this is the medicine that you need to take. So when I get high blood pressure, this is the medicine I'm going to take. Honey, I delete all of that. I will not have high blood pressure. A to the man. But if you think about it, how much of your TV tells you what's wrong with you that you now believe that's what's wrong with you. And you be like, well, on TV, they told me I need to take that medicine. So let me go get in. Who's ready, sitting there ready to write your a prescription? Your doctor. In a big scheme of things, I worked in the healthcare field, and I monitored how many prescriptions the doctor wrote you. And guess what? If he didn't write enough of this drug, I would call him and say, you did not write enough prescriptions for this drug. If he didn't do enough x-rays, I would call him and say, you didn't do enough x-rays for the month. I monitored that. So imagine what they're doing on TV. Good morning, Tiffany. So think about the commercials and the TV that you watch. They are telling you you are sick. They're telling you you are ill. And then they're telling you what medicine you're going to take when that sickness arrives. Watch it today, okay? Just do this for me. Just get back a piece of mail or something. Write down how many commercials today tell you about an illness. Do you suffer from migraines? Did you have an injury in your back? Were you hurt in a car accident? How many of y'all can sing the jingle for all the car accident attorneys? Do you have asthma? Do you suffer with diabetes? Is your A1C too high? They are telling you what's wrong. Then they're giving you the solution of the medicine, but you don't have any of the illnesses yet. But your mind is listening. And if you hear that every day, all day, guess what you develop? So the moral of the story is Lewis Howes' father would not allow them to watch commercials or listen to them. He said, because you're not training your mind to be ill. The TV is training your mind to be ill. That's my philosophy, but words are real. But do that exercise today. So, and I told you so. We're so used to somebody telling us what to do that it's often difficult for us to figure it out for ourselves. So they told us how to live, where to live, what to wear, where to go to school, what to get a degree in, how to get a good job, what clothes to wear, what music is fashionable, how to eat, how to live. You've been told what to do so much and so often that when you decide that I'm going to be my own individual person, this is who I'm going to be, it is difficult for you to stay the path of that because you are trying to figure out for yourself. In your mind, for the first time ever, it's beginning to think freely. This can look like chaos. Absolutely, Joshua. Absolutely. And I worked for pharmaceuticals, so I saw those drug studies. And well, I still look, they make you sign a binding agreement that's good for 25 years, and I'm still under that agreement. Let me tell you something. The things I know about them drug studies in healthcare, period. But what chaos looks like is you begin a journey to think differently or to see differently, whatever it is, you are now changing what someone told you to you being a free thinker for yourself. In the beginning, that's going to look like chaos because you're not sure what you're supposed to think. You're not sure what you're supposed to say because you're so used to somebody telling you that or somebody giving you, it's just a suggestion, somebody giving you a suggestion of the thing, right? The key is, if this is causing chaos, the key is, and I got, maybe they're really simple, okay? The key is to keep stirring. You know, the scripture says, stir up the gift. The key is to keep stirring yourself up. The key is, absolutely, Joshua, because they want you to be dependent upon them, not independent or self-dependent. They want you to be dependent upon them. The key is to keep stirring up yourself. If somebody has been telling you something and you're now figuring it out for yourself and you no longer want somebody to say, I told you so, right? Keep stirring it up, meaning keep looking, keep thinking, keep feeling, and keep thinking about what it is that you know. Those 4 things, or really 5. Keep stirring, keep looking, keep thinking, keep feeling, and keep thinking what it is that you know. Your mind is breaking free from what somebody told you. It will look like chaos, but you cannot stop the thought process. It will look like chaos because you will say, but this is what I've known my whole life. How can I go against the foundation that mama gave me? She gave you a foundation. It is now your turn to build your foundation. It is your turn to build the foundation you need for yourself. Your mother gave you a stable, your father gave you a stable environment or a foundation. Honey, build upon that thing. If you don't like it, tear it down and build another one. The point is to keep looking. Absolutely, Joshua, show me. The key is to keep stirring, keep looking, keep thinking, keep feeling, and keep thinking what it is that you know. You know some things. It's just so many people have always said, I told you so. I told you that you assume that your thoughts are not good enough. I like that. Do you assume that your thoughts are not good enough? Because sometimes that's why we don't think. We don't think for ourselves because we assume our thoughts are not good enough. And you can say, Jojo, no, I know I'm smart. I think my thoughts are good enough. Do you have a thought and then you change your mind because of what somebody else said? Absolutely, Joshua. Always be willing. It is in the willingness that you find your growth. So keep stirring, keep looking, keep thinking, keep feeling. You know things. Allow your mind a minute for silence to grow, to think differently. And here's the thing is we want different, but we don't accept different. So you will have the chaos from breaking away from I told you so syndrome and thinking for yourself. And as you keep staring and looking and feeling and thinking and growing, right? That's going to be your chaos. And then you're going to be like, I want different, but then you're going to have a hard time accepting different because it may go against the grain of what you know now. You may begin to question everything you know about relationship, friendships, any ship, career ship, financial ship, honey, yourself, your mama, your daddy, sister. It may make you question everything. And because you begin to question everything and you perhaps don't like some of the answers, you are not willing to accept the different, even though you want to be different. Judge, I really want this change, but like this, I can't accept this much change. This is too much. And so what you do in that moment, friend, what you do in that moment is you be like, maybe I haven't tried hard enough here. Maybe I haven't done all I can do here. Maybe I can love a little harder. Maybe I can just work a little harder. Maybe you doing it harder, baby, ain't gonna fix nothing. It ain't gonna work. You want to be different, but you can't accept different because it challenges who you are, because somebody told you what you're supposed to be. And as you begin to figure out who you are, and as you feel, think, and know and grow, then your chaos is going to come. And because you don't know the chaos of newity, the chaos of having a new thought, you think that if you just stay where you are and work harder, if I cuss hard enough, if I pray hard enough, if I think hard enough, if I work hard enough, it will change. And friend, it won't. I feel that in my toes for somebody today. I don't know why. It won't change. We want different, but we don't accept different. We want normal to be different, but we don't accept our differences. Meaning I want that normal that woman has over there that's free thinking, but I can't accept how she's a free thinker. I want the financial freedom that woman has over there, but I cannot accept or think about the difference that she did to get there. So we want our normal to be different, but we don't accept or act like we want our differences. Absolutely, Joshua. Absolutely. As my friend, I went to high school with, he said, work hard. We don't want to work hard like an ox. We want to work smart like a fox. Do you assume that your thoughts are not good enough? And if you're assuming that your thoughts are not good enough, friend, that could be the starting point. So today, I told you so. Think about and square this up. Think about all the things that people have told you in your life. Be a good wife because, you got to go through these trials and tribulations. A man is going to be bad the first 8-9 years of your marriage. But then after that, baby, you got you a good one. Why? Honey, just go and work at that job hard as you can. Do what you're told, and they'll recognize your hard work. Why? Joshua, you couldn't nobody said it any better. And when you assume the first three letters, you make a but out of you and me. If you break up assume, that's what it means. There you go. That's what assume means. You make a but out of you and me. So if somebody, as you square it up, look at what you've been told about friendships, relationships, religionships, your career, about life. What have you been told about mental, emotional, physical, financial parts of you? What have you been told? List those things out. And on another sheet, if you could be free to think your own thoughts, how would you feel about friendship, relationship, finances, spiritual, emotional, mental, physical? What would you think about that? And then think about the core people around you who tell you. Does your mama call you fat all the time? It's because that's what she told you. So that's what you assume that you got to be. Did your mama say, well, she always had asthma, so that's what you think you got to have? Good morning, Miss Love. Did your mama say, well, you ain't, your sister, your brother, your daddy ain't always been the smartest one in the bunch, so that's what you assume? So, and I told you so. People have been telling you things your whole life. And we're so used to somebody telling us what to do that it is often difficult for us. It's extremely difficult for us to figure it out for ourselves. They told you had to live here. They told you had to live near your mama. They told you had to have this kind of relationship. They told you had to do this. They told you. And you accept. And so now, today, and you couldn't have watched any other show other than today, you want to think differently about anything, or perhaps just have an open mind for a minute. Chaos is going to hit you today. If today you decide, I'm tired of somebody telling me what to do, I want to think on my own, or think a thought myself, chaos is going to hit you today. Because you've been told what to do for so long. Now that you want to have a free thought, chaos will hit. And it will seem like you can't make up your mind. And we talked about, what was yesterday's quote about confusion? Confusion is a mental and emotional response to the failure to admit what we really want, because we're afraid we won't get it. So chaos is going to hit because I don't know what I want. I do, but I've been conditioned and told that I can't have it. And because I'm afraid to say it, I accept I can't have it. Here lies confusion and chaos, and your brain shuts down, and it will go with what is familiar. It will go with what it knows. And you will find yourself in the same job, with the same man, in the same relationship, living in the same place. Honey, the only thing that will change is your address. All of your crazy will follow you. So chaos will hit you today. If you're decided, you know what, today, JoJo, I ain't trying to do this no more. I want to think differently about whatever, mental, emotional, financial, religion, whatever. This is what you need to do if chaos is hitting you today. Keep stirring, meaning keep moving. I want you to keep looking. That even though the chaos is there, like, shh, why am I questioning this? My great grandma didn't question this. My mama didn't question this. And Judge, you trying to say something wrong with my mama? No, ain't nothing wrong with my mama. She's a perfectly fine mother. Keep looking. Keep thinking. Keep feeling. Keep thinking what it is that what does JoJo know? And you're not going to get the answer immediately because you're not used to thinking, used to someone saying, I told you so. So the key is just to keep stirring. The scripture says, keep stirring the gift. I'm going to encourage you to keep stirring the thought. Keep stirring the ideas. Keep stirring the feeling. Keep stirring what it is that you know. You want to be different. You're going to have to accept that different is required of you, and that you're going to have a different outcome, and not be ashamed that you're going to have a different outcome from everybody else. We want our normal to be different, but we don't accept or act our differences. And do you assume that your thoughts are not good enough? Do you assume that you can't? Did your mama tell you you couldn't think right? You see, I told you couldn't do that right. Had you listened, I've been telling you your whole life. So now you assume that you're not a good thinker. And parents, are you doing this to your children? You know, baby, you always had asthma. Ain't no need you going out there and running so you can have an asthma attack. Are you training your children to be sick? Are you like are you the TV commercial for your kid? Girl, you know you overweight and you can't go out there and run. Are you training your children to be obese? You know, I don't eat healthy in this house because we can't afford it. But you spend $25 on potato chips and snacks, and either your health and your wealth, either you're going to pay for it now or you're going to die with it. Meaning in that your health is so important. It's so important that they do the commercials and feed you your sickness every day because they need you to be sick. So you can find the money for all your $300 and $400 medications every month, but you can't find the money to buy fruits and vegetables and eat healthy so that you don't have to spend $300-$400 a month on medication. You rather put a chemical inside of you than put a food inside of you. So either you're going to be healthy now or you want to pay for your sickness later. When I got that, when I understood how simple it was, I stopped saying, oh, it's expensive to eat healthy. I go to the grocery store. My first 45 minutes is spent in the fruit and vegetable aisle. Mostly all of it. Either I'm going to sacrifice the money now, or every month I'm coming up with $400, $500 because I'm going to need asthma medicine. Have high blood pressure. I'm going to have all these illnesses that require my money. And now here I am with these illnesses and I'm obese and I got all these problems. And now, oh, I want to eat healthy now. And there's nothing wrong with you figuring that out today, that that's what you want. Again, you've been told that you've been sick in this illness. You know, my great grandma was big bone. Ain't no such thing. My mama now, you know, diabetes run in my family till they ran into me. It doesn't have to continue with you. And your past, you know, great grandma had asthma. No. Great grandma ate how she ate because she didn't have any choice. You now have a choice. What are you telling your body about yourself, and what are you teaching your children? Absolutely, Joshua. And that, my friend, is how you can have systematic diseases that run gamut in the Black community. So how we can have the projects that people never leave out of. It is simply because we don't question anything. We only accept things that we are told. In the minute you say you're not fixing to tell me nothing else, you will be a radical. You will be the black sheep. You will be different. And people will look at you and think that you're strange and you're different because you decided to think. And right there, friend, chaos will hit you. And I encourage you today, as chaos may be hitting you, or whatever it is that it's doing, to keep stirring, keep looking, keep thinking, keep feeling what it is that you know. Keep thinking that, what it is that you know. Don't assume that your thoughts are not good enough. Your thoughts are great. Your thoughts are amazing. And you are qualified to be exceptional. You're just nervous in front of your current community. You're nervous in front of mom and them because they assume that that's how they had to live. You're nervous in front of your friends and family because they assume that's how they had to live. It's okay to question things and want to be different. It's okay. If nobody's told you that today, I'm telling you, it's okay for that. So on this lovely day, it's going to be an absolutely amazing, stupendous day. Is that the word? Yes. I want you to think about, and then do that. So you're going to do the one exercise where you're going to look at the TV commercials. If you're watching TV today, look at the TV commercials and look at how many times they tell you you're sick. Do you suffer from asthma? Were you in a car accident? Does your back hurt? Do you have high blood pressure? Is your A1C high? Trulessa, or whatever it is, can help. And then they still tell you the truth about the medicine. It can cause mental illness. It could cause depression. It could cause psychotic episodes. It could cause hurt stomachs. Thank you, Lisa. Have a good day. It tells you. So count the commercials that tell you what illness you will have. And some of them you know by heart. And then do the square up exercise of who told you what and why. And if you had a free thought, how would that be different? If we remain silent in the face of oppression and injustice, we run the risk that it will one day overtake us. And that's by the Lioness Arising. That's in the book, Lioness Arising. So I hope you had the most amazing day. Please make sure you share the show because sharing is caring. Friends and family don't have Facebook, send them to the YouTube channel or the podcast or the books or the movie. Tell them I had the most amazing day ever. Today, don't assume that your thoughts are not good enough. Know that you're just as smart as any Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Jeff, anybody else out there. You are. And the only thing that's limiting you to that, and I want to tell you this, the only difference between them and you is the limiting belief you put on God. If you think God is limitless, then there's no difference between you and the next billionaire. If you think there are limits on God, then the gap between you and the next billionaire is astronomical. You might as well be in outer space because you limit the creator, not because the creator limited you. So on this wonderful day, hope you're having the most amazing day. I hope this has helped somebody today, guys. And if you share the show, please tag me so I can properly tell you thank you. I greatly appreciate y'all hanging out with me this morning. And I want y'all to have the most amazing day ever. And I will see you guys here bright and early tomorrow morning. Have a good one.